send it up in an advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. Guys playing on say a word. Know the price cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. send it up in an advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move it, see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Table set, now tables turn. Guys playing, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Welcome back, everybody. We're live again. It's word of mouth. It's Monday night. We're back at our normal time. Hi, Mike. Thank you for the kind words, Caesar. You know I love you, my man. Great stuff right there. I do appreciate it, and same goes back to you. Caesar's a veteran as well. So we're checking in there. Highlight stutter like they play at 50 frame stream machine. I know. Richard's at, sorry guys. So Richard might be doing some things while we're live here tonight. I personally reset everything up, so it's probably not up to his standards, as I said. So we got everything there. Hopefully audio sounds good. Hey, Captain Flame, there we go. Kevin, how you guys doing? I am alive. I've been driving around a bit, but Richard's going to be in here possibly putzing around with things, so don't worry about that. But as we're seeing here, you guys got a lot better resolution picture coming through. So that's a plus. Let me get the fan going. It's a little... Now, this is the worst time of years. Okay, so Ryan, I love the new machine. It's taken me a bit, and I think one of the biggest things that has an issue with me, you guys have all seen, my ticks were pull back, reset, pull back, reset. And what I'm finding is with the buttons being different, if I miss the reset, I lose my rhythm altogether. So nothing flows as it normally did to me before. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just going to take some getting used to and developing a new rhythm. That being said, the trackball feels great being new out of the box. It's still not perfect by any means. The trackball is the same design as we had before. All those goodies. So it's going to have a break-in period. What I'm finding right now is with mine, I'm having it's funneling. Everything's forcing a little bit right, but that's to be expected because there's less resistance that way when you look at a trackball, and I haven't developed any grooves as of yet. So we got to wait it out. We're going to play it out. But let's take a look-see. Let's play a game. I have played Nord Allen one time exactly, and that was on the Freaky Friday. I shot a 2-better, walked away from it. We're good. That was all I cared about. But let's take a look here. If we want to get an invite or two in on it, guys, please go ahead and ship an invite out on Nord Allen. We can play them. We'll play them together. We can talk through it a bit. Hang on a second. Okay, all right, we got that. Yeah, so we're going PGA right now. If we need to, let's get it. Let's see. Do we got any invites? Does anybody want to ship an invite or two for Nord Allen? What did I do to the Legacy? Well, the Legacy got shipped down to, we swapped out a machine. I'm going to work on another one for another player. I'm gonna work on his old one and see if we can get it up and running. I think he's got it I think we got it to a good point now. But yeah, so that machine is gone for the moment. We'll figure out what we're doing with it later on. It's also why we put the options in on the tournament for 1,500 cash or the machine. Might not be an option anymore because I don't think I'm getting mine back. But we'll figure that one out later. God, I need some fan. Why did that thing turn on? Ah, there we go. All right, there we go. Oh, Bryce is sending them. Fantastic, my man. All right, we'll wait for these invites to come in here. Let's see if I've got some other ones to accept. And before we play Nord Allen, which I haven't played yet, let's just hop in and take a look at the event this week. Guys, this is by far the coolest thing ever. Oh, we're logged in. I'm sorry, the NFC login is fantastic. Now, I have come up with some troubleshooting steps, guys. If you do get stuck with the NFC not booting up and not logging in, there's going to be 3 every year, Ryan. Sorry, I got sidetracked on the other one. The machine is fantastic, though. Hardware-wise, it's better. This thing's going to start really popping once they get rid of the legacy machines and having to try to make things work for both. I got a feeling we're going to see a new dawn there. No, Caesar, no, there were, I'm actually a little behind. There were some people that got it day of. I think Ed got his the day of the release. Yeah. I'm with you too, Nick. I hope to see you at the GPA on a GPA. Yeah, I'm going to get in there too. So we're going to see some of these other courses. All right, so what do we got to start? Now, big differences. Grid is back. It's back. Do I use it? Hardly at all. I don't find it to be that valuable, but it's still a very useful tool, especially moving to the back of the box. If we can see the graphics, I think the graphics look way better than it did before already, just off the start. Let's see if we can ace our first shot on stream. Oh, wow, that's a 78. That means my hands got that bad. Yeah, so Justin got his too pretty darn quick. I missed my ball trip, too. Yeah, I just had to... Neil, it turned into running, dropping it, coming right back. Because I had to go to IT the next day, so I couldn't really stay involved too long down there. I thought we'd have new holes on this one. Sorry, guys. Oh, my hands are slick. I might have grease fished my trackball. But that works. We got to get down on it. And I think Justin and I can't tell if distances are a little funky or if it's just that I have a brand new trackball in here, and I don't want to make an assumption on that quite yet. Come on, keep bending. Al, we're going to have a chip. That was a little hot. We got a 2 break. Now, chipping for me has been hard. I don't know why. It's just because the feel it's just not the same feel. So, my being a rhythm on everything else, I haven't quite found my rhythm on PGA yet. That works, though. We got it. I will say I've been slowing down a lot of my mechanics that I had before. Okay. I can't tell if it's more accurate or touchy, but it definitely has a different feel. But that would make sense, though, if it was more accurate or touchy, because if we go from 32-bit to 64-bit, it's not even correlates to double. It's like a way larger amount of input data they can read. So there's going to be a lot of little things to it that we'll have to get used to. Like that, I feel like I hit that just a click right. It sprays on me right now, and that's totally the new trackball being in there. I'm sorry, I was actually helping someone out with some tech stuff there. I'm sorry, I'm answering a tech. Okay, there we go. We got it answered. Okay, we got Bryce sending invites. Good. I'm getting flustered already. We got multiple things going on. Hopefully he just hops in the chat, but I was helping somebody with a tech thing. There was a post in there. Oh, anytime, Adam. You know I'm here for you, bud. And we'll see each other here in a couple of weeks. We got the Dallas tournament coming up at the beginning of next month, so we're 2 weeks away about. Hey, Mike. How you doing, bud? 10.5. Let's go with a 3 wood. Plop this down. But you can just see the rendering on everything is much better. The stuff that I complained about on the old machine, how it looked kind of ugly, it's definitely not that way on PGA. Right? It just looks better. And frankly, I'm with McCook. I think it plays better too. Obviously, it's going to be, I mean, guys, I'm 100,000 games in a muscle memory. And I'd say that 80% of that, maybe even 90% were on the live platform. So with the same basic setup as before. So it's a lot of muscle memory I'm going to have to get rid of. And it's going to take me some time to do it. Bottom. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry. All right. Good. So I'm going to get Bryce's accepted, then we're going to go right into Nord Allen next. Invites. Nope, that's friends. Bryce. There we go. Invites. Good man. Pending. Let's get a couple of these. We got to have some Nord Allens here. We got one there. Nord Allen heads up. But the other person hasn't accepted. Okay, we got that one. Moose hunting, bad beat. I gotta accept that one against Jeremy. Good, accept. Oh, we got a few of them here. Oh, Kid vs. Legend. Oh my God, the Kid is a legend as well. No, I didn't do anything to it. No, Nick, it does not. I do not have one, and yeah, I that's gonna be rough for me too because I won't see one. Like, I'll probably be quitting playing before my vendor decides to get any PGAs. If I have to, I might have to get a couple myself. All right, we got them. We got Bryce's accepted. So we'll have some Nord Allens ready when we're after this, and we'll dig right into it. So have you guys been playing it all day today? Has anybody found a set of clubs? Guys, mine hasn't gotten to the point. It will sound like shit in some points and some not. It's the make of the trackball. It has nothing to do with your machine. It's the exact same trackball that we get from Hap. And look, I'm going to say about half of them sound like shit out of the box, and the other half play like shit. So just taking some time. That's it. It's just going to take some time. Now I need music too. I don't even have music on yet. I've been answering questions too much. No, we want Amazon Music, not Amazon Shopping. Now, there is 6 par 3s and 2 par 5s. All right, so I'm almost thinking a par 3 bag. Now, how do we want to go at this? Do we want to medium tee this with backspin? Do I want to go with high 9? I know. There are some things you can do with the trackball by taking it apart and working on it. Guys, it's not going to do anything. Mine sounds great, but I don't like the way it plays. I'm not consistent with my speeds yet. It sounds awesome. It feels great. I just don't have my speeds or anything down yet. And if you know... Oh, come on! That looked perfect. Oh, well. See? Don't have my speeds down yet. Oh! I There was no, there isn't a PGA Go yet. Let's go here. Find. We're just gonna pick an artist. I don't care who it is. We're going with some Young Gravy. Oh, there we go. Yes, we got the Young Gravy. If you paid $5,000 for a new one, it's fantastic, dude. That's fantastic. Now, I have a Deluxe. I didn't take the stand with. It would have just been hard to fit, and I wouldn't have used it at all. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It fills in real nice. Now, one of the things, though... Okay, so one of the big things for me is, you guys know I put a lot of weight on the front of the deck while I'm playing. So I had built a brace that was 4 feet back from my wall where I have the machine mounted before. Okay, great. Okay, I had to cut a foot off of those because the base of the machine sticks out a lot farther going towards the monitor. So everything's lined up a little different. It's why it looks like I'm so much closer in the camera, because I think I am, to be honest with you. I think it is. But the profile itself with the stand on it, I don't think changes much at all. So, and some weird little things too. No, I put a picture up, Caesar, of the original, while I was at IT, that was the original prototype of it. So I was kind of fucking with people, and Al just had to ruin things. Hash type. From a past life. It's on the 80s. All right, so where are we at? Yeah, 5,000 for it. So I have this is actually, it's actually a deluxe edition, and there's some differences in the deluxe and the standard. One, the light, so you won't be able to see the light. Well, you can see me glow a little bit, right? But you won't see that at all in the stream. We'll highlight it a bit. Yeah, the cup holders have a reflective, and then there's LEDs going down to the cup holders. Cool. One of the things I didn't like about the deluxe is on the back panel of the standard, they will eventually, Neil, we'll talk about that in a second. But, where was it? Oh, the back panel on the standard edition has a plate where your Ethernet connection is and where your HDMI is. I like playing them. It helps out in a couple shots. It helps out learning a couple of shots from it. Am I going to play it much? Probably not. They're more amateurish. And if I'm playing amateur courses, I'm kind of fucking up. But with the deluxe edition, it's made for all of the connections to roll through the stand. So if you have a deluxe without a stand, you're running the cables through the back holes and things. It's a little off. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Not at all. Nothing changing any. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Ken. I think it does. Okay, that's something to know, because I've had a couple people wondering with it. Okay. Yeah, is there those side holes? Yeah, I guess the holes are pretty similar, right? But here's the one problem, too, is if you do not get the deluxe, there are no cutouts for the stand. And there's a couple. Ken, did you look inside of your deck? Do you have a weird, like, rectangular cut in the bottom of the deck? Oh, absolutely. I honestly used that to chush when I chushed a ton on those. Hold on, I got with a missile launcher. No, it didn't. It did. Yeah, so that one, so those are, okay, so that is a UL thing for the Canadian version of the machines. If you look down, it's for the Canadian coin box that has to be in all of them. It's a little weird, right? It was like, what the fuck did they do? Yeah, it's a cut that they put into all of them. MS, the touchpad is for my friends that aren't having NFC. For anybody that needs to log in with a keypad, it'll be there too. So yeah, that I'm going to use NFC. It's fucking awesome. In fact, I'm actually thinking of installing a different NFC plate and leaving that one there, moving it off to the side. All right, sweet. So I'm streaming, I'm talking about the PGA and solving power problems on somebody's legacy machines. God, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go with the low T here. I want to make an NFC coin or card so I don't use my phone. Yeah, see, MS, my problem before was I did all my NFC payments with Samsung Pay, right? And Samsung Pay works a little different. It's still near-field communication, but you can't do those cards on it because it's actually using the magnetic signal it's sending out for NFC. Well, you can't use Google Pay and have Samsung Pay as your default reader. So I was hesitant to do it. Luckily, I just had to do a wipe of my phone, so I had to reset it up, so I went to Google. Oh, an extra NFC so with a table on the side, so I can just leave my phone on the table. Right now, I'd have to leave my phone here, or you can't see on the deck, but over the NFC on the deck. And that would get in the way while I'm playing, but if I moved it off to the side, it would be fine. Now, what I want you guys to pay attention to is I can't figure out MS. There's actually a setting in Apple Pay, I believe, to allow NFC when it's off. You know what, Dozer? We never opened up the stand. I left the stand packaged at IT, and then we'll grab it if I move back to Illinois and I need it. But I don't need it at all right now, so there was no sense in taking it. Like, I wouldn't mess with it. But let's think about distances here. I can't decide on whether they're short. The 9-wood's still off, right? I can't decide on whether the 9-wood is off on distance. I don't think it is. I think it's just that I don't have that middle speed yet down on this trackball, like where I can hit it 137 to 132. So I'm either hitting it full powered or in the 120s. Yeah, see, that's pretty... Oh, God, that's sick. Let's go. Let's go! Now, these graphics are way better, too, man. They are much better. Let's do it. That's how we take the lead. Let's get this contest a win to start. We got moisture coming right at you right away. Guys, if you are here on GoldenTeeTV too, yeah, it is really smooth. The trackball is smooth, but I necessarily don't want the smooth. Yeah, it does. It definitely is longer. It's not as bad as it was before, which is the right thing. The 9-wood is the same on both platforms now. I think that Justin and I were talking the other day, like, our distance is messed up a little bit. Yes. But I think it's more trackball issues than anything. I think everything's the same. Now, those of you here that have got a new machine, if you're having issues with your NFC, I did have Justin's machine's NFC wasn't working at all yet, right? Well, it doesn't tell you what firmware version the NFC is on, but it's also a lot like your machine. If you're not up to date on the version, some options are disabled. And that's for security and yada, yada, yada. Well, so one thing I noticed is that mine didn't turn on right away when I turned it on the first time too. So what I did was I swapped my NFC into one of the USB 2.0 ports and then put whatever things else in the USB 3.0. Now, my logic behind this was that I was thinking that it's like a sequencing issue in the boot, that it needed to boot one thing first and then the NFC in order for it to be read. Well, turns out I actually, my guess was right, and that they're having issues with a sequencing problem at ITnet with it. So it can take multiple reboots for it to catch a patch for the firmware. Well, when I plugged it into the USB 2.0, that's going to be the last thing that boots up, right? It's going to go the 3.0s first, then the 2.0s. So by doing that, I fixed the sequencing issue, and it allowed the updates to take. Oh, shut up, Rick. Hi, buddy. Ah! I missed the easy look. Oh, well, it's one stroke. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. But stuff like that, like just where I stand is a little different. There's a whole bunch of shit that I got to get used to, guys. All right. Ooh. And now we're getting setups that I don't remember seeing on the old ones a lot at all. But this one's, I remember this one, but. Now, see, that one felt like I hit it a lot harder than that. But that's the kind of things we're getting used to it. Because I'm using a Build-A-Ball. If you use the Build-A-Ball, it's the same as before. Yep, I think that's it too. Yep, so if you're using your Build-A-Ball, you're fine. But Breeze is stout, guys. They are the same characteristics. It does, right, Gary? It looks amazingly better. That was the thing that my wife and I both noticed. So, like, I played a few and we were watching True Blood, and we sat down and said, God damn, dude, the game has actually got better resolution than HBO Max does. And the TV that I'm using is probably half the quality on this. So I'm okay. It just wasn't connected. So, yeah, okay. Now, the other thing, I'm not noticing any of the frame rate issues that I was having before. I know a few guys on Legacies, when we're looking at, like, the replays, did you guys all notice, like, the replays are choppy as shit? And Richard King tells me it's because they were displaying those in 15 frames per second, which doesn't match up with where the video quality was coming in, so you were missing a bunch of frames. Well, tonight we need... I need a good night out of Hurts and Goddard, and the first two things that happened were a rushing touchdown out of Hurts and a touchdown to Goddard. So I think we're in good shape now. Oh. Trash. Hey, Craig, how you doing, bud? All right, we got the double eagle there. Oh, this is actually a really fun event. We're going to get back into it now that we got some invites going for North Allen. My thumbs have been a little bit sprayy, too. Because really, there's just no balance to the left side with my hands now. My hands are ahead of the buttons. It's just not the same. Is it bad? Is it good? I don't know. It's just not the same. I did, Adam. Adam, I don't know if you've seen me, but I've been rooting for exactly those type of games where we show a lot about what we've got and we lose. I know it sucks. I hate rooting against us, and I'm not against wins, but right now I think we're set to go, and some more draft capital will make us fucking insane, dude. I think we're in for an NFC North dominating run coming up here, dude. I really think it. I think it, and I'm not just being homery. I think we are. I'm not Mike Kenny, who's getting pissed off because we get games stolen from us. We got the game before against Miami got stolen from us, but they did us a favor, so thank you. Hi, John. Congrats, buddy. Hope you and Heather are having a great time. I can't tell her when that shit was. Facebook comes in so many different orders now. I'm a very homery person. Let me grab a water.